Ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight to the point. Age is not a sentence. Just because you've crossed the 60-year mark doesn't mean your legs have to betray you, leaving you breathless, wobbly, or afraid of the stairs in your own home. The truth is the human body is designed for movement, and with the right approach you can reclaim strength, stability, and confidence, even after 60. Here's the reality: muscle mass starts to decline as we age. It's called sarcopenia, and it sneaks up silently, robbing us of the power in our legs, making everyday tasks, walking, climbing stairs, even standing from a chair, feel like a challenge. But the good news, you don't need a gym full of equipment or hours of grueling workouts. There are just 3 game-changing exercises that can rebuild your legs' strength faster and smarter than anything else. The first move is the squat, but not just any squat. Think of it as a controlled, deliberate motion that trains every muscle from your thighs to your glutes. Squats improve balance, strengthen your knees, and restore the power you need to climb stairs without hesitation. Start slow, focus on form, and gradually increase depth. Every rep is a step toward independence. The second move is the step up. This simple yet incredibly effective exercise mimics the action of climbing stairs itself. By stepping onto a stable platform or step, you train your quads, hamstrings, and glutes while enhancing coordination. Imagine walking up a flight of stairs and feeling lighter, stronger, and more confident with every step. That is the power of this move. The third move is the calf raise. Often overlooked, the calves are the unsung heroes of leg mobility. Strong calves stabilize your ankles, prevent falls, and give you the spring in your step you might have lost over the years. With a few sets of calf raises each day, you're not just exercising, you're building resilience. Here's the thing: consistency is everything. A single day of exercise won't transform your legs, but repeated practice, even just 10-15 minutes a day, compounds into real strength, real mobility, and real confidence. Pair these moves with mindful posture, proper nutrition, and a commitment to your own body, and you'll find yourself climbing stairs, walking longer distances, and standing tall without pain or hesitation. So today I challenge you. Don't accept weak legs as a normal part of aging. Take control. Commit to these 3 exercises. Watch your strength return, your confidence soar, and your independence flourish. Your body is capable of incredible things even at 60, 70, or beyond. It's not just about moving, it's about moving with power, with stability, with joy. Climb those stairs, step into your strength, own your power. Because age doesn't define you, your actions do. Absolutely. Here's the ICE's expanded version of the first keynote from your speech, fully in the energetic and motivational style. Around 750 words without headings. Age is not a sentence. That's a truth many people overlook as they cross the threshold of 60 and beyond. There's a common misconception that once you reach a certain age, your body inevitably begins to decline, that your strength, energy, and mobility are on a one-way path downward. But this idea couldn't be further from reality. The human body is remarkably resilient even in later years, and with the right approach, it has an incredible capacity to rebuild, strengthen, and rejuvenate. Your age does not define your potential, and it certainly does not have to define the strength of your legs or the freedom with which you move through your life. Think about the simple acts that we often take for granted: climbing a flight of stairs, standing up from a chair, walking briskly to catch a bus or cross the street. These everyday actions require power, coordination, and strength in your legs. For many people over 60, these movements begin to feel harder, slower, or even intimidating. But it's not because your body has failed. It's because your muscles need stimulation, your nervous system needs engagement, and your joints and connective tissues need regular activation. Age-related decline is not inevitable. It's often the result of inactivity, underuse, or neglect, rather than an unavoidable biological law. When we say age is not a sentence, we are speaking to the enormous potential that remains within you. Your muscles, tendons, and bones respond to stimulus even after decades of living. The human body, at 60, 70, or even 80 years old, can respond to consistent, well-designed exercise by gaining strength, improving balance, and increasing endurance. The secret is understanding that your legs, the foundation of your mobility, are central to your independence. Weak legs are not just a physical issue. They affect your confidence, your freedom, and your ability to engage fully in life. Regaining leg strength restores more than just physical power. It restores autonomy, self-assurance, and the joy of movement. It's also important to recognize that the process doesn't require extreme measures, expensive equipment, or hours spent in a gym. You don't need to lift heavy weights or exhaust yourself to see results. What matters is a strategic, targeted exercises that engage the right muscles in ways that mimic real-life movements. The body responds best to exercises that are functional, that prepare you for the activities you actually perform daily. This is why the exercises we focus on, squats, step-ups, and calf raises, are so effective. They are simple yet profoundly powerful, movements that target the muscles most essential for strength, stability, and mobility. let's reflect on what it feels like to have strong legs. Imagine climbing a flight of stairs with ease, your steps firm and confident. Imagine standing from a chair without gripping the armrests, feeling your muscles support you naturally and powerfully. Imagine walking for a longer distance without fatigue, enjoying activities with your family or friends without fear of imbalance or weakness. This is not a distant dream. It is entirely attainable even after 60. Your legs can regain strength, your joints can regain stability, and your confidence can soar, all through consistent, purposeful movement. Consistency is crucial. A single session of exercise may feel good, but it will not transform your legs overnight. Progress is built gradually with repeated, deliberate practice. Each movement, each squat, each step up, each calf raise is a small investment in your long-term mobility and independence. Over time, these investments compound, producing results that are visible, tangible, and deeply empowering. You are not simply exercising your legs, you are exercising your independence, your resilience, and your capacity to live life on your own terms. Finally, mindset plays a powerful role. Viewing your body as capable rather than fragile changes the way you approach movement. Instead of seeing weakness as a limitation, you begin to see opportunity. Opportunity to strengthen, to restore, and to reclaim the mobility you may have feared was lost. Age is not a sentence. It is a challenge, a call to action, and a chance to prove that strength is not defined by a number, but by dedication, consistency, and belief in what your body can achieve. So, as you stand today, think of your legs not as fragile or declining, but as instruments of power waiting to be activated. Take control of your mobility, embrace movement, and remember, age does not dictate your strength. Your actions do. With focused commitment and the right approach, your legs can carry you with power, stability, and confidence for many years to come. The only limit is the choice to act, to start today, and to reclaim the strength that has always been within you. If you want, I can expand the second keynote into 750, 800 words next, keeping the same high-energy, authoritative style so you can have a full multi-section speech ready for YouTube or keynote delivery. Do you want me to do that? Absolutely. Here's this expanded version of the second keynote from your speech, around to 750 words, energetic, motivational, and in the same authoritative style. Without headings, to understanding the problem is the first step toward taking control of your body, your legs, and ultimately your life. Weak legs are not just a minor inconvenience. They are a signal, a warning that the muscles you rely on for movement, balance, and independence have begun to lose strength. This process, known scientifically as sarcopenia, is a natural part of aging, but it is not unavoidable. Many people assume that feeling wobbly, struggling to climb stairs, or fearing a simple walk around the block is just part of getting older. That assumption is exactly what allows weakness to grow unchecked. Recognizing the problem is not a sign of defeat. It is the first step toward empowerment. Muscle loss begins subtly. You might notice that stairs feel more challenging than before, or that standing up from a low chair requires more effort. Small aches in your knees, hips, or lower back may signal that your muscles are no longer providing the support they once did. Everyday activities, once effortless, suddenly demand attention, focus, and even courage. These changes, while gradual, are deeply impactful. They affect your confidence, your independence, and even your quality of life. But here's the critical insight: the very muscles that are weakening are capable of regeneration. With targeted, consistent effort, you can reverse the trend and rebuild your strength step by step. The key is to understand that not all exercises are created equal. Many people over 60 fall into the trap of doing what they think is safe or gentle, avoiding movements that actually stimulate the muscles in the way they need. Walking alone or performing light stretches may feel good, but it is not enough to counteract the decline in leg strength. The muscles, tendons, and ligaments that support your knees, hips, and ankles require specific, resistance-based movements that challenge them appropriately. Without this, the decline continues and the fear of movement grows. But once you recognize the problem and approach it strategically, the results are nothing short of transformative. It is also important to understand that leg weakness is not merely a physical issue, it is a lifestyle issue. Weak legs lead to reduced activity, which leads to further muscle loss, which leads to even less activity. This cycle accelerates decline and increases the risk of falls, injuries, and loss of independence. Breaking this cycle requires awareness, education, and action. Understanding the problem means seeing the entire picture, the connection between your muscles, your movement patterns, and your daily habits. It's about recognizing that improving leg strength is not optional. It is essential for maintaining freedom and quality of life. The problem also carries an emotional weight. Feeling unstable, slow, or weak can create anxiety, self-doubt, and a fear of falling. Many people over 60 begin to avoid stairs, hills, or uneven terrain because they no longer trust their legs. This avoidance reinforces weakness and creates a sense of limitation that is unnecessary. Understanding the problem is the first step to reclaiming confidence. Once you acknowledge that your legs need strengthening, you can take precise, effective action that delivers visible, meaningful results. Targeted exercises like squats, step-ups, and calf raises directly address the areas most affected by age-related decline. Squats rebuild thigh and glute strength, step-ups mimic real-life stair climbing and improve coordination, and calf raises enhance ankle stability and mobility. These movements are simple yet profoundly effective when performed consistently. Understanding the problem allows you to appreciate why these exercises work, why they matter, and why skipping them leaves you vulnerable to further decline. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it translates directly into physical capability and independence. Finally, understanding the problem creates a mindset shift. You begin to see weakness not as an inevitable sentence, but as a reversible condition. You realize that with awareness, commitment, and strategic exercise, you can regain the strength you've lost, reclaim your confidence, and enjoy life fully. Every step becomes an opportunity to reinforce power, balance, and resilience. You begin to view your body as adaptable, responsive, and capable, no matter your age. Recognizing the problem is not about fear, it is about clarity. It is about understanding the stakes, seeing the cause of the challenges you face, and equipping yourself with the knowledge to overcome them. Weak legs do not have to define your experience after 60. They are a problem that can be solved, a challenge that can be conquered, and a signal that prompts action. Once you understand this, the path forward becomes clear: targeted exercise, consistent effort, and an unwavering belief that age does not dictate strength. Knowledge illuminates the way, awareness fuels motivation, and action transforms potential into reality. Understanding the problem is the first act of empowerment. It allows you to take control, to plan strategically, and to rebuild not just your legs, but your independence, confidence, and quality of life. It is the starting point of a journey that transforms weakness into strength, hesitation into confidence, and limitation into freedom. Recognize the problem, embrace the solution, and step boldly into the strength that has always been within you. 2. If you want, I can now expand the third keynote into 7,800 words, completing the full first half of your energetic speech about leg strength after 60. Do you want me to do that next? Absolutely. Here's the expanded version of the third keynote from your speech. Around 750 words, energetic, motivational, and in the same authoritative style, without headings to exercise smart, not hard. This is the principle that will redefine the way you approach leg strength after 60. Many people assume that rebuilding muscle means hours in the gym, lifting heavy weights, or performing grueling routines that leave them exhausted. The truth is, the most effective exercises are not necessarily the hardest. They are the ones that target the right muscles in ways that mimic real-life movements and build functional strength. Functional strength is what allows you to move with confidence, stability, and power in your everyday life. It is what makes climbing stairs, standing from a chair, or walking for extended periods feel effortless again. The 3 exercises that form the foundation of leg recovery, squats, step-ups, and calf raises, are deceptively simple. On the surface, they look basic, but their impact is profound. Each movement addresses critical areas of your legs, strengthens muscles that have weakened over time, and restores balance and coordination. The beauty of these exercises is that they can be done anywhere, with minimal equipment, and adjusted to your current level of ability. They are designed to give you maximum benefit with focused effort, not wasted energy. Squats are the cornerstone of leg strength. They engage the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and even your core, creating a full lower body workout with a single movement. But squats are not just about repetition, they are about form and control. Performing them with deliberate motion ensures that the muscles are fully activated, that the joints are supported, and that every rep builds strength and stability. Squats also enhance your balance, which is essential for avoiding falls and navigating stairs safely. Over time, consistent squatting strengthens the foundation of your mobility, giving you confidence in every step you take. Step-ups are equally transformative. This exercise is specifically functional, meaning it replicates the very movement you perform when climbing stairs, stepping onto a curb, or getting in and out of a car. Step-ups engage the quads, glutes, and hamstrings while simultaneously challenging your balance and coordination. By practicing this movement, you teach your body to handle real-world challenges, making your daily activities smoother, safer, and more powerful. Step-ups also help correct muscular imbalances that may have developed over the years, ensuring that both legs work together efficiently and harmoniously. Calf raises, though often underestimated, are critical for ankle stability and overall leg strength. Strong calves support your balance, absorb impact when walking or running, and contribute to smooth, controlled movements. Weak calves increase the risk of falls and instability, but with consistent practice, these small but mighty muscles regain their strength, giving your legs an added boost of resilience and power. Calf raises also improve circulation in the lower legs, which supports overall health, reduces stiffness, and keeps your legs feeling light and energized. The principle of exercise smart, not hard, also emphasizes the importance of progression. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion on day one. Start where you are with movements that feel comfortable and safe, and gradually increase intensity, repetitions, or duration as your strength grows. Consistency over time matters far more than intensity in the short term. Even 10 minutes of focused, deliberate practice each day compounds into meaningful improvements in strength, endurance, and confidence. This approach respects your body's current capabilities while building a foundation for long-term growth. Another critical aspect of exercising smart is understanding the mind-body connection. Each movement you perform is not just a physical act, it is a signal to your nervous system, teaching your muscles how to coordinate, balance, and respond. Focus on control, deliberate motion, and proper alignment. Visualize the muscles working, the joints stabilizing, and the strength flowing from your core into your legs. This mental engagement enhances results, accelerates improvement, and reduces the risk of injury. Exercise becomes not just a routine, but a practice in empowerment and mastery over your own body. Finally, exercising smart is about seeing results beyond the physical. When you commit to these 3 targeted exercises, you are not just building muscle, you are reclaiming independence, confidence, and freedom of movement. Climbing stairs becomes effortless, standing from a chair becomes natural, and walking longer distances becomes enjoyable again. You are actively breaking the cycle of weakness, inactivity, and fear, replacing it with strength, mobility, and self-assurance. Exercise smart, not hard is a philosophy that transforms the way you view aging, strength, and capability. It emphasizes precision, focus, and functional movement over unnecessary struggle. It empowers you to reclaim the power that may have been lost in your legs over the years and demonstrates that age is not a limitation. It is an opportunity to build strength, confidence, and independence that lasts for years to come. By choosing the right exercises, performing them consistently, and engaging your mind as well as your body, you set yourself on a path to vitality, stability, and freedom in every step you take. If you want, I can expand the 4th keynote next, continuing to create the full high-energy speech, making it perfect for YouTube, motivational talks, or keynote delivery. Do you want me to do that? Squats restore power. This is not just a statement. It is a principle backed by science and proven in practice. The simple act of bending your knees and lowering your body, then rising again, engages a network of muscles that are critical to every movement you perform daily. For those over 60, squats are transformative. They target the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the glutes, and even the core, creating a foundation of strength that supports balance, coordination, and mobility. When your squats are done with deliberate control and proper form, they do more than build muscle. They restore the confidence to move freely, to climb stairs without hesitation, and to perform simple tasks without relying on support. Many people underestimate the squat because it appears simple, but its simplicity is deceptive. The power of a squat comes from its ability to replicate the movements we use in daily life. Every time you sit down and stand up from a chair, step onto a curb, or climb stairs, your body performs a motion similar to a squat. When these muscles are weak, these everyday actions become more challenging, more tiring, and sometimes even risky. But when you strengthen them through targeted squats, you reclaim not just physical strength, but independence and confidence. Squats are functional, meaning their benefits extend far beyond the exercise itself. They directly improve your ability to navigate the world safely and powerfully. Form is critical. A proper squat involves controlled motion, engaging the glutes and thighs fully, and maintaining alignment in the knees and hips. It is not about speed or depth at first, it is about quality and control. Start with a comfortable range of motion and gradually increase depth as strength improves. Focus on your posture, your breathing, and the deliberate activation of each muscle group. Each repetition is a building block, each session a step towards stronger legs, a more stable body, and a renewed sense of freedom in movement. Squats also improve balance and coordination, which are often overlooked aspects of leg strength. Strong muscles alone are not enough if your body cannot control them effectively. Squats teach your body how to stabilize, shift weight efficiently, and maintain control through dynamic movement. This is particularly important after 60, when the risk of falls increases and confidence in movement can diminish. By practicing squats regularly, you are not just strengthening muscles, you are training your nervous system to coordinate movement with precision, giving you stability and confidence in every step you take. The mental benefits of squats are equally powerful. Performing squats requires focus, intentionality, and presence. Each repetition reinforces the mind-body connection, teaching you to listen to your body, respect its limits, and challenge it safely. This engagement is empowering. You are actively participating in your own transformation, witnessing progress, and regaining control over your physical abilities. The mental reinforcement of strength builds resilience, determination, and a positive mindset, which are crucial components of overall well-being and vitality. Squats also contribute to joint health. Controlled squatting strengthens the muscles around the knees, hips, and lower back, providing support that reduces strain on these critical areas. For older adults, this is particularly valuable because strong supporting muscles help prevent injuries, reduce discomfort, and enhance mobility. The result is a body that moves more efficiently, a body that performs daily tasks with less effort, and a body that feels stronger, more resilient, and capable than it has in years. Another key advantage of squats is their adaptability. They can be modified to fit any ability level. For beginners, a chair squat or partial squat is sufficient to stimulate the muscles effectively. For those with more experience or strength, adding resistance through weights or bands can increase the challenge and accelerate results. The versatility of squats ensures that everyone, regardless of age or current fitness level, can benefit from their powerful effects. Consistency is crucial. Squats performed sporadically will not deliver the transformative results that consistent practice brings. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day, performed with focus and control, compounds into significant improvements in strength, balance, and mobility. Over weeks and months, the impact becomes visible not only in muscle tone and endurance, but in the confidence and independence that come with stronger legs. You notice it when climbing stairs, when standing from a low chair, and when walking longer distances without fatigue. You notice it in the renewed sense of capability and freedom that comes with reclaiming control over your own body. Squats restore power. They are simple, functional, and deeply effective. They reconnect you to your body's natural strength, improve balance, enhance coordination, and rebuild the muscles essential for independent movement. They transform weakness into capability, hesitation into confidence, and limitation into freedom. By committing to squats, practicing them consistently, and engaging your body fully in each movement, you are taking decisive action toward regaining your mobility, strength, and independence. Squats are not just an exercise, they are a declaration that age does not define your abilities, and that power, stability, and freedom are within your reach at any stage of life. Step-ups and calf raises build stability, and this is where functional strength truly comes alive. When we talk about leg strength, it is not just about the size of your muscles or how much weight you can lift. It is about your ability to move with confidence, balance, and control in everyday life. Weak legs do not just feel uncomfortable, they limit your independence, your mobility, and your willingness to engage in activities that once brought joy. Step-ups and calf raises directly target the muscles and systems responsible for stabilizing your body, preventing falls, and making movement efficient and powerful. These exercises may appear simple, but they carry immense impact for anyone over 60, turning hesitant steps into confident strides. Step-ups are deceptively straightforward. They replicate the exact motion you perform when climbing stairs, stepping onto curbs, or navigating uneven terrain. By stepping onto a stable platform or step, you actively engage the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, while simultaneously challenging your balance and coordination. Unlike static exercises, step-ups require your body to dynamically shift weight, stabilize through the supporting leg, and control motion through the joints. This dynamic engagement is precisely what strengthens the muscles in a functional way, preparing you for real-world movements. Over time, step-ups not only increase muscle strength, but they teach your body to move efficiently, respond quickly, and maintain control in situations that might have previously felt risky. Balance is a critical component of leg strength, particularly as we age. Even small missteps can lead to falls, injuries, or fear-driven avoidance of physical activity. Step-ups improve proprioception, which is your body's ability to sense where it is in space. With each repetition, your nervous system learns to coordinate muscle activation, weight distribution, and joint alignment, making movements more fluid and controlled. This neuromuscular training translates directly into safety and confidence. A stronger, more stable leg means you can tackle stairs, slopes, and even uneven ground without hesitation, reducing the risk of falls and enhancing your overall quality of life. Calf raises, though often underestimated, are equally vital. The calves support every step you take, stabilize the ankles, and absorb shock when your feet hit the ground. Weak calves can create instability, increase fatigue, and even contribute to knee, hip, or lower back discomfort. By performing calf raises regularly, you strengthen these crucial muscles, enhance ankle stability, and improve your body's ability to handle impact and weight-bearing movements. Strong calves also improve circulation in the lower legs, reducing stiffness and fatigue, while keeping your legs feeling light, agile, and energized throughout the day. Together, step-ups and calf raises form a powerful combination that builds a foundation of strength and stability. While squats restore general leg power, these two exercises ensure that your legs are functional, balanced, and resilient. They target areas that are often neglected, yet essential for real-life movement, independence, and safety. By integrating these exercises into your routine, you are addressing not just muscle weakness, but the underlying systems that allow your legs to perform reliably and efficiently. Progression and consistency are key. Start with a height that feels comfortable for step-ups, gradually increasing elevation as strength and confidence improve. For calf raises, begin with your own body weight, then add resistance over time if appropriate. Focus on control and deliberate movement, ensuring that each repetition engages the intended muscles fully. Short, focused sessions performed daily or even several times a week compound into remarkable improvements over time. The results are not just physical, they are empowering. With every step up and calf raise, you are reclaiming control, rebuilding confidence, and reinforcing your body's capacity to move safely and effectively. Another crucial aspect is mental engagement. Performing these exercises with focus and awareness strengthens the mind-body connection. You become acutely aware of your body, your balance, and the activation of muscles. This awareness improves coordination, reduces the likelihood of injury, and enhances the efficiency of movement. Step-ups and calf raises are more than just physical actions. They are training for your nervous system, teaching it to respond accurately, efficiently, and with precision. The benefits extend far beyond exercise. As stability improves, everyday tasks become easier and safer. Climbing stairs becomes effortless, walking longer distances feels natural, and standing from a low chair no longer requires hesitation or support. Confidence grows alongside physical strength, fear of falling diminishes, replaced by the assurance that your legs are capable, responsive, and resilient. Independence is restored, giving you the freedom to engage fully in life, pursue activities you love, and maintain an active, fulfilling lifestyle. Step-ups and calf raises are simple, yet profoundly transformative. They build strength where it matters most, enhance stability, improve balance, and restore confidence. For anyone over 60, these exercises are not optional. They are essential tools for reclaiming mobility, independence, and quality of life. By practicing them consistently, focusing on control, and gradually progressing in difficulty, you are not just strengthening your legs, you are fortifying your freedom, resilience, and capability. The power of movement is within your reach, and step-ups and calf raises are the gateway to unlocking it. With these exercises, your legs become reliable, strong, and confident, enabling you to move through life with energy, stability, and joy. Consistency is key. This is the principle that separates fleeting effort from lasting transformation. Many people over 60 struggle with weak legs, not because they lack the ability to exercise, but because they approach it inconsistently. One day of effort, one intense session, or sporadic exercise is not enough to reverse decades of gradual muscle loss. True strength, strength that carries you confidently upstairs, across sidewalks, and through life, comes from repetition, persistence, and dedication. Each day you commit to movement, each time you perform your squats, step-ups, or calf raises with focus and intention, you are investing in your future mobility, independence, and vitality. Consistency is not just about frequency, it is about quality. It is not enough to go through the motions. Every repetition matters. Every controlled squat, every deliberate step up, every precise calf raise compounds over time, signaling to your muscles, tendons, and nervous system that strength is expected, that stability is non-negotiable, and that your body is capable of more than it has been performing. With regular practice, your muscles grow stronger, your joints more resilient, and your balance more reliable. You begin to notice small improvements, first standing from a chair without strain, climbing stairs with less effort, walking longer distances without fatigue. These small victories accumulate, building momentum that transforms weakness into capability. Consistency also builds confidence. As your legs strengthen, as your body adapts to regular movement, a remarkable shift occurs in your mindset. You begin to trust your body again. You feel more secure in your balance, more capable in your movements, and more willing to take on challenges you may have previously avoided. This renewed confidence is not abstract, it manifests in practical ways. You climb stairs without gripping the railing. You stand from low seats without hesitation. You move with a sense of power and control that enhances every aspect of your life. Consistency is the bridge between knowledge and results, between effort and empowerment. Daily or regular short sessions are often more effective than occasional long workouts. Even 10 to 15 minutes of focused, deliberate practice each day can produce dramatic results over time. This is the power of compounded effort. Each small session reinforces muscle memory, strengthens the nervous system, and enhances coordination. Your body begins to respond predictably and efficiently to the movements that matter most. By prioritizing consistent action over sporadic intensity, you create a sustainable practice that fits into your lifestyle, accommodates your energy levels, and delivers measurable improvements. Consistency also reinforces healthy habits beyond exercise. When you commit to regular movement, you become more conscious of your posture, your nutrition, and your overall physical health. You begin to see exercise not as a chore, but as an essential investment in your independence and quality of life. Every session reminds your body of its potential, every repetition reinforces its capability, and every day of consistent effort builds a foundation that supports long-term strength and mobility. The benefits ripple through every aspect of your life. physical, mental, and emotional. Mental discipline is a critical component of consistency. At times you may feel tired, unmotivated, or uncertain. There may be days when it feels easier to skip your exercises, to tell yourself that age or weakness limits you. But consistency is forged in these moments. Choosing to engage even when it is challenging trains not only your muscles but your mind. It teaches resilience, self-discipline, and the ability to persevere. Over time, these qualities become habits, embedding themselves into your daily life and transforming your approach to challenges, both physical and mental. Consistency compounds into transformation. You may not notice changes immediately, but over weeks and months, the impact becomes undeniable. Weakness gives way to strength. Hesitation gives way to confidence. Insecurity gives way to freedom. You climb stairs, walk distances, and perform daily tasks with ease. Your legs, once frail or wobbly, become reliable, responsive, and powerful. The transformation is not just physical, it is deeply psychological. With each consistent session, you prove to yourself that age is not a limitation, that your body is capable of regaining its strength, and that independence is not lost, it can be reclaimed. Finally, consistency is empowering because it is within your control. Regardless of age, circumstances, or previous limitations, you have the ability to take deliberate action every day. You have the power to choose movement, to prioritize your health, and to invest in your strength. This control is liberating. It shifts the narrative from decline to growth, from helplessness to agency, from fear to confidence. By committing consistently to these 3 game-changing exercises, squats, step-ups, and calf raises, you create a future in which your legs are strong, your movements are confident, and your independence is secure. Consistency is the key that unlocks your potential. It transforms knowledge into action, effort into results, and weakness into strength. With each day of dedicated practice, you are building more than muscle. You are building confidence, stability, and freedom. Age does not define you, your actions define you. By committing to consistent, focused exercise, you reclaim the power that has always been within your legs and within yourself. The journey of strength begins not with grand gestures, but with the small, deliberate, repeated steps that accumulate into a life of vitality, independence, and unshakable confidence.